Here we are. I don't want to say this is a certain day because this is, I don't know, I've been building this business for a while, but I'll give you guys a quick update. When it comes to my test strip business, we're already at $2,000 made online, so I got to do that. And then um, locally this month, we've made like in when it comes to the local business of the test strip business. Yesterday I made like $560, pretty cool. But also yesterday I made 1,300 online. There's more money in online, easily. I mean, just think about that. Would you rather do 50 states or just your local city? It's an obvious one. But anyways, I want to give you guys updates. So those are updates on my test strip business. Let me give you some updates on the pallet business and what happened today. I'm going to give you guys some things that I learned and what I did. Today I contacted 10 people. Okay, first thing is I'll tell you what I did today, and this. Let me just give you a quick rundown. I had to fire a virtual assistant today. That she just wasn't doing her. Actually, had to fire two virtual assistants today, from one from my test strip company and then one from my pallet company. So with my pallet company, she just wasn't doing the right thing, and it was kind of like enough is enough sort of thing. She did help me to a point where she was able to input a lot of data into my CRM that is really, I'm never gonna fucking put that much data into a CRM like that because that's just not my strength. The details like that. So, anyways, I had to fire her, and then I also had to fire one person in my organization that really wasn't pulling their weight. And at the same time, we hired a new person today as well. And I'm actually looking for a couple other virtual assistants. But anyways, that's besides the point. I want to talk to you guys about the pallet, my day doing pallet stuff. The way I'm gonna position it is I'm gonna be doing pallet stuff, Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. I'm gonna schedule appointments. But today I went to a couple different places and I talked to a couple different people to really figure out what to do next. And the first thing I did, the thing that I did today was I contacted 10 pallet yards today. And very interesting. There was very interesting conversations. First of all, a lot of these people just kind of like don't give a fuck, to be honest. But I had to use my conversation skills to make them open up and get them to talk. And one thing I was really focusing on today, because I was doing in-person stuff, I was focusing on disrupting, pattern breaking, which is like a pattern interrupt, like just interrupting patterns, not like the normal, hey, this is Pallet America, starting out with like, a commonality. I might see something in the office, I might talk about that, I might just cut like a joke and make a joke real quick, and just to like, I don't know, just to disrupt like those sorts of things, so that it's not just directly like me coming to you and just saying, hey, I'm with Pallet America and this I want to see if you have blah 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 whatever. And so that was one thing that I was focusing on while I was doing my 10 different places I went to. And I noticed that really worked pretty well, just doing a pattern interrupt. Now, you're probably thinking, like, why is this relevant, and why is this relevant? Well, to be honest, this is very relevant because you actually really need to know how to talk to people when you're in business. So, because I haven't been out in the streets like that for a while, I'm behind a computer a lot, and I have a bunch of people that work for me. So this is challenging me. This is like really challenging everything I'm doing, and it's actually really nice. Honestly, I love a challenge. There's one thing I love. I love a challenge. But anyway, so what we practiced on, I'm gonna give you guys a little lesson. What we practiced on was pattern. What I practiced on was pattern interrupt, how to build pattern interrupt and building rapport. And the way that I would break a pattern, make a joke, build rapport by finding something like a commonality that I can talk about when I went into their office before business, before anything, and try to get them to talk a little bit or joke around with me. Like, that was what I was focusing on. And I'll tell you why that is really important, because people want to know that you're a human being. So like, if you go in and you just start like being a robot about how you call and talk, then what eventually happens is people just, they don't want to hear it. They don't want to be a part of it. It's like, they're so used to it. Most salespeople and people in general, when conversating out in public, it's like they get very robotic and weird, and they kind of like, there's no dynamic. There's no being dynamic. So that is why practicing pattern interrupts and practicing building rapport, but not just like lame rapport, like being real creative and enjoying the environment, is what I'm talking about, versus like, basic building rapport. Obviously there's certain questions you can ask. I'll give you a good example. When I went into this place, and it was like this warehouse type place, industrial place. I went in there and I saw a bike, and my stepdad actually, he has a Harley. Excuse me. And he goes to these tournaments where they're like in a contest on, I guess, who has the best who has the best Harleys or whatever, right? So the first thing I talked about when I went in there, I was like, oh, who's that bike? Actually my stepdad has a Harley and blah, blah, blah. And I just start spouting off because I was really curious. I really meant it. Oh, is this, did they take this one to go to contest, to blah, blah, blah? Or do you guys just keep it here just for show and whatever? They were just yapping away. And then before you know it, then as everything kind of like calmed down and that conversation stopped, it was really easy. Just go to, hey, like, I'm here because of blank. And I don't even remember how it switched over, but it was a natural switch over because, I don't know, it just wasn't a fake conversation. There was a commonality between us, so it was easier to ask for what I wanted versus just going in and just talking whatever, right? So yeah, I mean, that's pretty much what happened. And yeah, apparently in Tampa Bay, the Pallets places buy their pallets for about $4. And let's see, the best price I got was 48 by 40, $4. And that's pretty much it. So I talked to a really good guy today at Buckley Pallets. Real nice guy. He was real cool. He was talking to me about the industry and what he thinks, where people mess up in our industry. So I got to talk with him. I'll probably do business with him. He's a real good guy, it seems. And yeah, I got, let's see, 1, 2, 3. I talked to this one company today, M&J Pallets. They pay the most, but they don't accept crappy pallets. They don't accept like trash pallets, basically. So the other pallets company accept full loads, because what happens is a lot of times people throw away everything when it comes to pallets. So they might have crappy beat up pallets and bullshit pallets, and then they might have good pallets that you can pick up and sell. One man's trash is another man's treasure. But so a lot of times people just take the good ones and then walk away. So when you can take all the bullshit and the good ones and then take all that stuff and sell it, then you're good. And that's pretty much it. So when a company says, okay, I only accept good pallets and I don't accept the bullshit, the bullshit pallets too, then a lot of times people don't want to go there because they know that, okay, that means I have to go to the dump and drop these off and pay. So this company, they pay the highest, but they won't accept the full load. They won't recycle the bad wood. That's what a lot of companies do. They recycle the wood. They use it to build other pallets, blah, blah, blah. So that's what they do. And yeah, so that's that. I want to try and give you guys as much value as possible here, and at the same time, also have fun with this. But so yeah, I found a lot of people that do custom pallets as well. So my goal right now is to create relationships with these pallet yards and these pallet people that make custom pallets for companies, so that I can broker their services to people. And that's what I did so far. So it took me, I think I was probably out driving around for about 2 hours, really getting to know people. And the purpose of why I'm doing all this is because in 1 year from now, I want to be able to know and understand how to close a pallet company in every which way possible. So I'm going to sit and do all this local stuff, all this like minuscule local stuff. And to be honest, like sometimes I don't feel like this is my pay grade, but at the same time, I understand that I need to learn this process. And sometimes, you gotta like sit through a couple hours without making money. Now, granted, I have a test strip business, and I'm making money already. So I mean, it doesn't really matter. I've already made, damn, another big deal. Wow. That's crazy, bro. That is wild. Yeah, I got about 3K in profit in deals right now. So I have, wow. So yeah, I have a lot of deals. I just have a lot of deals to pay for. Yeah, so I'm about 3K today. Probably more than that. Yeah, I think I'm at 3.3K profit. Well, projected profit. I buy them. I know how much money I'm gonna make on them. So, right when I buy deals, I know exactly how much I'm gonna make on them. So, that's how we do this. So, yeah, I have about $3,000 in profit today after I pay for all these deals, and they get shipped to me. And yeah, so I already have a company. I have a business that's already running. So, I can do a lot of this stuff and learn. I have time to learn, and yeah, that's really it. Now, so I had a great day today. Honestly, the day's not over. What I have to do next is I got to go to UPS, box some stuff up, and box up some test strip and some diabetic products, ship them out, and create an invoice later so I can get paid on it. And that's pretty much it. I need to get printing. I need to get some print. Print paper. Printing paper. Printing paper. UPS. So yeah, I need to get some things done here, but I wanted to make this and share with you guys my progress and the process of what's happening so far. So yeah, that's it. We had a really when it comes to the pallet, I learned what did I learn today? I don't know. I'll be honest with you. Some of these people have no fucking personality. And so it's kind of funny because I have to like really get these. I kind of have to generate some activity within them from over here. You know what I'm saying? And kind of like get them out of their head and thinking about the conversation that they're having. So, that's it. Honestly, I'm calling on people. They're hella fucking busy and probably tired of shit. And here I am pattern interrupting. You know what I'm saying? And building rapport. So, what I learned today. I just learned that, you gotta. Everybody's waiting for a really good conversation. There were some people that I had conversations with that were just like waiting to conversate with somebody, like a good conversation. And I can always tell, like, there's people that like they want to talk, but they don't want to just talk about business or whatever the fuck is happening. They actually want to talk about business. And about like just random shit. They want to just connect with people. And that's one of the things I noticed when it comes to, any kind of sales stuff. You can usually see them light up. So yeah, that's it. And I had a good day with the pallet industry, the pallet company. And I had to fire a virtual assistant, but I hired one today immediately. And I would say very successful day. I learned a lot. And I have a mentorship call today in 1 hour, actually. So, I'm going to get all these diabetic products boxed up. And then I'm going to go and, I'm going to go ship this stuff out. That's it, man. So, this stuff is not fancy, you see. When you have I forgot to tell you guys. Yeah, what else did I do today? I forgot to tell you. I put all that information into my CRM, y'all. I want to make that clear. When I went out there and I was taking notes, I would take notes and I put all the information into my CRM so that I can come back to it and I don't lose track. Okay, and yeah, so good day today. And another thing about CRMs, guys, you got to understand that they're so useful because you need to, when you're done, like I just did 2 hours of kind of like a sales call type of sales and generating new business. You got to come back and make notes and have your next day, your next action for everything. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to get on my call in about an hour. We're actually practicing sales calls, how to actually talk with companies and what to say, what questions to ask, how to build rapport, how to talk with companies and gain their business, either if they're a buyer or seller. So I'm going to take all the problems that I had today. I'm going to talk to my mentor, see what he thinks. And then, we'll probably do it all again tomorrow or Wednesday. Depends on what I have to do with my test strip company. But doesn't look like I have much to do there because I literally have like most of my tasks are done there. So that business is kind of like just running by itself. So, I might just work on this business. I'll probably tomorrow, you know what I'll do? Actually, I will get I'll probably set up the virtual assistant on what to do and stuff like that. So, if you guys have questions on this pallet thing, you can always put the questions in the comments, and like any questions that you have with this pallet industry, like just let me know if I can help you or do anything, or I can ask my mentor on what they think, or I can tell you out of my own experience. But yeah, if you have questions on what I'm doing and how I'm doing it, I'd be happy to tell you the process. But yeah, anyways, hope you guys are doing good. I hope you are advancing and enjoying yourself. You know what I mean? Like living in your purpose and building things. I love building things. Love building things. That's why this is just fun. Like, I know that sounds funny, but like this is fun. Going out there, getting new business, talking with people, building a relationship, like that kind of stuff is like kind of like gets me going in a way, and I love building companies. I know that my pallet business is going to be pretty big, and so I'm going to take this whole year, then this whole next year, and I'm going to build this motherfucker, like really get to know the ins and outs of what companies need when it comes to pallets and the best way that I can help them. So eventually what I want to do is I want to be able to walk away from this business. So my end goal is to walk away and have it run by itself with virtual assistants. I'll train salespeople. I'll train them in sales and customer service and yeah, those sorts of things. And then if I have to, I'll hire somebody on the ground to be my point man. But the goal is to figure out this process fully, and I'm going to document this whole process of me figuring it out for real. I already know how to build a database, and I know what companies to go after, and I have sales scripts, and I have objections as well. So we're going to put it to the test, and we're going to see how it works out. And yeah, so that's my goal for the next year, is to build this motherfucker and walk away. And eventually, like, I want to have salespeople that are generating, like, making great money and crushing it. And these salespeople could work for me in the USA, or they can be virtual assistants in the Philippines. Doesn't really matter to me. That's my end goal. I would love it if, I had salespeople that were making six figures. And I know I'm not even making six figures in this business, but like that's my end goal. That's what I think. Like, what would be the best thing ever is if I had salespeople working for me that were making six figures and just having a great life, just salespeople that like they have a great life, and they treat their customers well, and they know exactly what to do. So if I can provide an opportunity that really gets them to that point, then I'm happy, man. That would be so cool to have a couple people making six figures on my team. And just like exactly how I'm doing with my test strip business, I want to set it up to where my virtual assistants and my salespeople are fucking making a killing and crushing it. And that's the ultimate goal here, is to create an opportunity so good that I'll never have people leave me, because I can provide them with such a great opportunity that it doesn't even make sense to leave. And I think I've done that pretty well with my test strip business, So I want to do the same thing for my pallet business. But anyways, I got to get going here. And if you've kept on watching from here on, I appreciate it, and I'm just excited to keep moving forward, keep trying new things, and doing the same thing so that we can get the result that we need. God damn it!